In today's video, I'm going to tell you how to create a brand that is going to last and also dominate your local space as a woodworker. Let's dive in. All right, well, welcome back to the channel. As always, so grateful for your time and your attention. You could be anywhere and you chose to come hang out with me, and I appreciate that. And I want to help you on your journey to building a woodworking business that you love. And so today I want to talk about how to create a brand that's going to last and that's going to really outshine your competitors in your space. And so what I want to start off by saying is that this is a very multifaceted issue. If you're trying to build a brand, the name beyond you. So it's not just Zach Vaught, it's its own entity. How do I create an entity, a business that could survive and thrive without me? And how do I create an entity that develops its own reputation, develops its own product line, and it really stands out in a sea of competition? This is not a one-size-fits-all approach, but there are keys and there are elements to building a great brand. I'm gonna give you 6 of them today, but just know that these are big initiatives. These are big projects. These are not things that you're gonna be able to just snap your fingers and have done. These are things that are gonna take some time, but if you can do it, you can build a really great brand that lives beyond you really quickly. Okay, so here's 6 things that great brands have. Okay, number 1 is that they have great digital assets. I mean, photography, videography, website, email templates and campaigns. The best brands that you see, they have incredible photography, incredible videography. They have created these assets around their products, around the people involved in the business, around the influencers involved with the business. They have these really great digital assets that live on. They might have recorded them in 2020 and people are still watching those videos on YouTube, right? They might have recorded it in 2020 for a product line and they're still using it on their website. Digital assets are essential, especially in today's day and age, for building a great brand. For most of you guys, that's what you don't have, is you don't have great photos, great videos of your product. And if you don't have great photos and great videos of your product, it's going to be very difficult for you to scale. Now, one of the big things that we offer inside of the Woodworking Business Accelerator program is if you join and we run your ads for you, we actually license our photos and videos to you to help you kind of get off the ground and get some traction before you have those digital assets. Because that is a long-term process. This is not something, again, that you can snap your fingers and have overnight. It's going to be something it's going to take a long time. But what I see a lot of guys doing is they never focus on digital assets. They build a beautiful product, they go deliver it to their client, they collect their money, and they go on about their business. When they could have taken really great photos, really great videos of that, it would have taken them 10 or 15 minutes to do it. And they could have used that to sell that product again and 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 again, but they don't think about it. I would say the number 1 thing that a great brand has is that they have great digital assets. Okay, so number 2, here's the second thing that great brands have, is that they have great marketing strategies. Great brands understand marketing is absolutely essential to the growth of their business. I'm gonna get on a soapbox for a minute. The woodworking community sucks. There are so many guys inside of the woodworking community that are absolute jerks that constantly talk trash about other brands and other businesses. They get on their high horse about, you don't have to market, you don't have to do that. If you just treat people right, business is going to come. Well, yeah, if you want to grow really slowly, or if you don't want to grow. Of course, if you just depend on referral-based business, you're going to have business if you treat people right. That's common sense. But if you want to proactively grow, you need to market. You need to put yourself in front of more people. The difference between $5,000 a month business and a $50,000 a month business is simply awareness. Is how many people know about my business. And people that don't understand marketing and don't understand business get inside of these woodworking forums and communities and talk trash on these companies that are trying to grow, and they don't know anything that they're talking about. They don't know anything about marketing, they don't know anything about sales. But the problem is that if you want to proactively and aggressively grow, you have to have a plan for growth. If you're not pushing yourself out in front of people through some means, you're not going to grow as quickly as you'd like. And so you need to have a great marketing strategy. Great brands have incredible marketing strategies. Let me give you an example. I've been playing golf since I graduated high school, but I'm kind of getting back into playing golf. Well, I still have all my old clubs, my old golf bag that I've had for 10 or 12, 15 years now. And I was kind of thinking, well, man, I'd kind of like to get some new clubs, maybe a new bag, some different things. Well, I started looking at these different brands and kind of comparing my options out there. And now I am constantly getting hit with ads from these brands. Why? Because they have a great marketing strategy. They have a great follow-up strategy. I could pull up my phone right now and get probably 4 to 5 Facebook ads from the brands that I've been looking at. And that's because they have a great follow-up strategy, okay? And a great marketing strategy. So here's number 3. And again, just keep in mind that each of these things make up a big pie that make up a good brand, a healthy brand. Number 3, here's the third thing that you're going to need that great brands have, and that is great retention and follow-up. And so kind of like what I just talked about, brands staying in front of me as I've looked at their products, you want to be able to follow up and stay connected to potential buyers. And there's so many woodworking businesses that they talk to somebody one time and they never talk to them again. They never send them an email. They never send them a text. They never follow up with them. They don't retarget them with any advertising online. And what happens is that they're losing opportunities. Very, 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 very few people are going to see your stuff, call you, and immediately buy. Unless you sell something that's super inexpensive that they don't have to think about it. It's an impulse buy. But if you're selling high ticket expensive goods, you're gonna have to talk to people typically 3 to 4 to 5 times, if not more, in order for them to actually end up buying from you, okay? So you want to be able to retain and follow up consistently with clients, whether that be through email, text, paid advertising, or just organic, you following up, having a process for following up. Great brands have a way to do that. Here's the fourth thing that great brands have, and they have innovative and new products being launched consistently. The best brands out there, they have their old staple products that people continue to buy, but they're always constantly trying to figure out ways to innovate and offer new products to the marketplace. Great brands are never just resting on their laurels. Every great brand is constantly coming out with a new product. Apple is launching a new iPhone every single year. Automotive industries, they're redesigning cars and launching new models every single year. Great brands are constantly in the business of innovation, okay? And so if you come out with, 5 or 10 products and you say, well, this is what we do and how we do it and we're never going to change it, that's not a great brand. Great brands are constantly looking at what are some new designs that I can launch? What are some different ways I can make this a great product for customers? They're constantly thinking about the customer experience and the products that they can offer to make it a better experience. Number 5, this one is so huge. It's the fifth thing that great brands have, and that is a clear competitive advantage. You have to ask yourself, what can I offer to the marketplace that is a competitive advantage, that is better than the competitors out there? So if you build custom handmade furniture, let me give you some competitive advantages that you have. And just keep in mind too, that mostly you're not competing with other handmade business owners. You're competing with the Ashley Furnitures of the world, with the Havertys, with the Restoration Hardwares, with the Pottery Barns. You're competing with these other big companies, okay? So you have to figure out and ask yourself, what is my competitive advantage? Here are some examples. You can get it to them faster than your competitors, okay? If you have really good lead times on your products. You are gonna build it out of higher quality materials. You're gonna win on price. Price is a competitive advantage. Now, again, I don't think I would necessarily wanna build a business based on being the cheapest. I don't think that's a long-term strategy that's gonna work. In the furniture industry, the problem that we all have is that we're building things in America, paying American labor rates, and every other competitor that we have is building everything in Malaysia or Taiwan, Korea, paying those labor rates that are a tenth of ours. Just from an economic standpoint, they're gonna have a huge competitive advantage on price. Okay, so if you're building it in America, paying American labor rates, I don't know that I would try to make price your number one competitive advantage, okay? But if you can hang with or be even slightly more expensive, but you can have all these other competitive advantages, it's gonna be hugely advantageous to you. So again, timelines, lead times, quality of product, price, and then one huge competitive advantage that you might be able to have compared to somebody else, and this is going to lead me kind of to my next point, is a way to connect emotionally to these customers that the other brands can't do. So for example, back to the golf club example that I'm talking about. Well, I've been looking at this company called PXG. The cool thing about PXG is that the founder of PXG was in the military. So everything is military themed. Everything has a meaning and a purpose behind it. He gives really great veteran discounts. His competitive advantage is he's captured a section of the market that if I have veterans that want to play golf or interested, they're going to be more attracted to my brand than any other brand, because no other brand really highlights veterans. That's going to be a clear competitive advantage for PXG. Okay, so you got to look at yourself and say, okay, how could I connect with a subsection of the market that they're going to go with me and they're not even going to consider anybody else? And this is the sixth one. Great brands have a cause that connects emotionally with the people that they're serving. Okay. Military is a great example. Single moms is a great example. Connecting with Christians or connecting on some religious level. But if you have a belief system that your company operates on or thinks about, or that you as the owner thinks about, that you can convey and capture that section of the market, most brands are afraid to take a stance. Most brands are afraid to say, well, this is what we believe and this is why we believe it. But if you can do that, you're going to stand out and you're going to be able to say, these are our core values. This is who we are. This is who I am as the owner. This is what we support and what we stand behind. If you feel the same way, we should work together. You should buy products from us. You should support our business. A cause that connects emotionally with people that you're serving is going to go a long, long way in building a strong brand. And so these are the 6 things that make up the pie of a great brand. So now, just to be fair, there are a lot more than this, but these are 6 that I could give you clear foundation for. Like, if you will do these 6 things, you will have long-term sustained growth inside your business. So just to recap, great digital assets, photography, videography of your products and of your brand. Number 2, great marketing strategies, ways to connect with and stay in front of your ideal audience. Number 3 is great retention and follow-up strategies. So how do you stay in front of people that have bought from you in the past or are considering buying from you now? Number 4 is innovative and new product launches. Constantly looking at how can we innovate, how can we come out with new products that are going to reach a different subsection of our audience. Number 5 is a clear competitive advantage. What do you do or believe that stands out, and what can you offer people that nobody else in your space can offer? Okay, and then number 6 is a cause that connects emotionally with the people that you're serving. If you will do these 6 things, you will build a brand that will live on past you and can actually be its own entity. Also, by the way, that's extremely sellable if you ever wanted to sell your business. So hopefully this is helpful. A free resource to you if you are trying to grow your woodworking business, whether you're a hobbyist or you've been in the game for a while now and you're trying to just take it to the next level. Be sure to check out the Handmade Business Secrets ebook. It's the first link in the description below. It's completely free to you. It's about 100 pages long, and we've had over 2,500 people now read that book, and it's been extremely helpful for so many people, and I would love for it to help you as well. Again, completely free to you. Go check that out in the description below. So with that being said, guys, love and appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one.